Hey everyone, Mr. Klausner here. It is Tuesday, May 18th. This is our finals week. So this video just kind of walks through what the final class will look like, the period. And then I will meet with you online on Wednesday and Friday for those guys online. But let me share my screen. I got lots to walk through today. So it is essentially our final class period. I'm calling this the final lesson. So this is more of the life advice stuff that I want to share with you all, and hopefully you can take away some good things here. So this is wisdom from my 30 years of a great life. So today's agenda, we're going to enter through the prayer. I have attendance. We will review the final really briefly, only if there are some questions on the exam. Then I will pass out the Freckle Champions cards. So those of you that are in person will get those physical. Review the class-wide STAR math test data, do the final lesson, have a fun Kahoot, which we will play on either Wednesday or Friday, depending on how many people come. So if you're online, you can get to play the final lesson Kahoot. But you need to watch this video first beforehand. And then I will share my contact information. So something that I do that not a lot of other teachers do, but if you're ever in a time of need or you need any help, you can reach out to me in one of my ways of communication. So after that, we'll just be relaxing, watching a movie in class, a little fiesta. So pass out the Freckle Champions. This is our 7th grade end of year. We didn't have everybody testing, but I'm pretty proud because we ended the year at 78%. Remember, we started the year at 68%, so that's 10% of growth, 10% of you moving up to the level where you need to be, so you're ready for 8th grade. My goal was 80 to 90%, so we missed it just by a little bit, but you know what? I'm still proud of this. And we do have, like it says there, some students who didn't test because the online, because of we had some capacity issues. So I'm proud of you guys, and it was a great effort. So 78%, you might want to remember that. So these are just some things that I think you guys can take away to live a good life. So I always try to remember people's names. That's a huge thing in life, and acknowledging them. Also, uphold your obligations to others. These are two major things in life. Uphold obligations. So if you say you're going to do something, do something. Be worldly, but yet honor your home. So seek to travel and go around the world, but also always have a love for Hawaii. Have a place to track important things. So this is something that you guys may not know, but all the quotes I get are from my personal quote book. I track a lot of the books I've read, a lot of the movies I've watched, and I definitely track my finances when it comes to budgeting. So as you get older, this is just a good piece of advice to track and have a good reporting system. Also take time to eat good food and plan to not rush a meal. So this is something, it's kind of tough sometimes when you're on a schedule at school, but over the summer, take good time to plan out maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes to eat a good, hearty, healthy, whole food meal. This is one thing I learned. I made a mistake when I was a junior in high school. I was on the homecoming court, and I was walking out on the football field because I actually had a broken leg at the time, so I was on crutches, and I didn't put on a belt, and my pants were like falling down, and I had crutches. So I always, from that moment, now, whenever I leave the house, I always put on a belt so my pants don't fall down. Trust me, my pants didn't fall all the way down, but it was a little embarrassing having to holding them up while I was on the football field being acknowledged for the homecoming court. So when in doubt, put on a belt. Also, this is just something that can be really powerful in your life. Learn to grow roses or learn to grow plants, whether it's trees or fruit trees or even herbs or whatever it is. It's a really fun hobby. And my mom was a big gardener growing up, so I'm thankful for her, but I didn't really get into it until I started getting older. So carry mementos of loved ones with you. This is something that I practice what I preach. I've been carrying 2 pictures of my grandparents with me for the last 20 years since I was 10 years old. And there goes the bell. But it's a great reminder, and it just always allows you to check in and be responsible and respectful to your ancestors and the people that came before you. So I have a little book. It's called My Life is Good book, and it's got about 30 to 35 pictures of my family and the people I love and the people that drive me. It's got students, it's got my parents, it's got my grandparents, and it's got my old pets and just people and things that I really love in this world. This is a good one. When you apologize, mean it. So you definitely can tell when somebody's not being truthful or apologizing and they're just saying it to say it. Apologize and mean it with your heart. Okay, this is a big one. All right. I hate that this one's a real one, but acne stinks. Fight back and know it doesn't just suddenly go away. So yes, I'm 30 and I still get breakouts, especially now with the mask. So learn your face type, like oily or whatever. Get some products. I know that's a weird thing to say as a guy, but get Kiehl's for your skin or Cetaphil at Target and wash your face. And most of it, there is a big part of it that is genetics. I mean, genetically, you are either predisposed for acne or not. But if you keep track of your skin and stay on it, this is a huge one. Fight the urge not to break the skin when you're trying to take care of your acne, because that'll just create scar tissue. So clean it, use these products. I know that's I don't even know. I wish I had a teacher that had told me that if I had just cleaned my face and used these things when I was younger, it would have helped a lot, because I still struggle with it. All right, next one, make others feel important. This is pretty much the whole key of life. Your whole purpose on this planet is to help make others feel important and treat them with respect. Also, this is a good one. Learn to walk up to somebody and say, hi, my name is blank, or I am Charlie, and what is your name? So that is a skill that will take you far in life, because there's so much in life that requires you to get out of your comfort zone, and just walk up to somebody and cold approach them. Whether it's business, whether it's personal, whether it's in school, whether it's going up to your professors when you get to college, going up to a coach on the football field, whatever it is, this is a really powerful thing. So memorize it, learn it, know how to do this, and then ask someone's name, and then try to memorize it, like I said in the first slide. Okay, this is a good one. Never be in haste, so don't rush. This is really nice, actually, living here in Hawaii. So take your time, plan ahead. If you're going to get somewhere and it starts at 8, plan to leave, participate and anticipate traffic, or that you might need to pick up water on the way. Never be in haste, and never be the last guy running onto the football field. That's what I always think about. Empathize, do not criticize or sympathize. So this is a really good video. Everyone should watch this. It's on YouTube. It's by Brene Brown. Just talking about the difference between empathy and sympathy, where empathy is actually getting on someone's level and trying to feel how they feel, whereas sympathy is being on a level above and looking down on them and saying, oh, wow, that really stinks, but not actually empathizing with them. Okay, we won't watch the video, but it's really good. Everyone should watch it. This is just something that's always worked well in my life. Always ask somebody fishing, how are they biting? Okay, how are they biting? And you will have great conversation, especially with all the fishermen and fisherwomen out here in Hawaii. You will learn about what kind of fish there are locally, and it's also just a great way to talk story with somebody that's fishing. This is something that took me a long time to learn. When I was growing up, I learned to admit when you don't know an answer, or you don't know a word, or you don't know what something means or concept. We don't know everything, and actually it's really refreshing when I'm with people and they're like, actually, I don't know what that means. Could you explain it? And then I can explain to them, and I actually find myself asking, like if someone says something, a concept that I don't know, I have no problem responding and saying, actually, I don't know what that is. Can you tell me more about that? And it's helped me a lot in my life. So that's a good one. This is something too, also not till a little bit later, but I love to read, and I actually read like quote unquote self-help books. And even if you don't think you need the quote unquote self-help, they're really good books to hack the nuggets of knowledge from them, whether they're on like meditation or designing your life, which is actually a lot of what our final project was based on, was that book. How to build a well-lived, joyful life. So that's actually what the whole goal of this course was about. This is a good one. Always bring food. So whether it's a meeting or whether you have a like birthday party or whatever it is, potluck, always show up with food. And that is something that brings a lot of joy to people, especially here where we live. This is one my mom would say to me So waste not, want not. So Mr. Klausner is always a part of the Clean Plate Club. I never waste food. I've been to places in the world where there was no food, and it was like a mush. That's what the students at the school I was working at were getting. So I know that I'm very fortunate to have food on my plate, and I don't want to waste it no matter what. So that's just one thing. When you don't waste, you won't have wants. So, and also reduce, reuse, recycle, just the 3 R's there. This is a good one. So no matter your interests or who you desire, it's always good to keep the attention on the opposite party, okay? So whether you're dancing with somebody, whether you're chatting with them or texting, learn how to ask good questions, learn how to keep the conversation about them and allow them to share their stories. So always keep the attention on her. Prioritize friendships and relationships over work. This is a good one, because especially as you get older, you're gonna have professional and financial obligations to your workplace, but don't let that get in the way of your friends and your family, and try to maintain those as best as you can. There's a great quote that's like, you know, you're never gonna forget climbing that mountain. So something like that. Be a regular volunteer at least one place. So that's always a good thing. And I think a lot of you guys are good at doing that. Keep track of big projects. So this is something I kind of wish I had from when I was younger. I wish I had a hard drive full of all my favorite things. I know I had dream boards and I had posters and projects that I had made when I was younger, and I just can't find them anymore, and they're lost kind of to the hard drives that they were on. So that's why I wanted to help you go along with this on the final project, to include everything in that final work, so that you can just hold on to that, download it as a PDF, save it somewhere you know you're going to remember it. Even if let's say you don't end up at St. Louis School again, you still have it, so it's not tied to your Google Drive. That's always a good thing. I wish I had that. As you guys know, so I like to set SMART goals. So every 6 months, you all should do that as well. This is just a personal anecdote in my life, but life around palm trees is just better, even though comparison is the thief of joy. So we'll try not to compare my life to others, but I think that life around palm trees is just better. This is a really powerful one. Learning another language, learn another language. I put an A in there, but this is just so powerful when it comes to your growth mindset and also understanding difficulties. Yes, we're going to get better with technology when it comes to language translation, but you should definitely learn a language. And living in Hawaii, it's a great idea to learn and appreciate Olelo. So that's a good starter, Mr. Klausner. I've been studying Spanish for about 15 years now, and American Sign Language for 5. So, and Olelo a little bit, but it's a good thing to try to learn a different language. Also, if you're going to go out, this is something we practiced this year when it comes to percentages and tips. If you are going to go out and you can't afford to tip generously, then you shouldn't go out. So learn to tip generously. Compliment others once a day minimum. It just will make your life a lot better. This is also a personal opinion, but no matter what the waitress or waiter brings, I will eat it. So if they send me something and I ask for no onions and they brought onions, no worries, I will still eat it. So being a server is a tough job, and I just want to give thanks to them, no matter if they make a small mistake. This is a big one. So find your purpose. Like I said, if you can combine your purpose and your work and your skills, that's kind of like the trifecta. But don't negate those relationships, but do look for whatever it is in life. For me, that was always working with youth. That was always motivating young people, being a teacher, being a coach. And so I'm really thankful that I found this position and that I'm in a line of work that allows me to work alongside of people I care about and respect, as well as motivate you all. And hopefully, like that quote says, your teacher's goal is to help you reach yours. And I hope that's been true for you guys. This is a really good one. Forgive more. It's just a lot easier to forgive in this life than it is to hold on to something. Forgiveness. Sleep, take care of your sleep. Work out in a way that is fun for you. For me, that's always been sports. Read as often as you can. Do more with technology. If you can hack, sometimes I listen to podcasts on like 1.5 speed so I can listen to it a little bit faster. Take time to breathe. And then, of course, as my mom, who's been a yoga instructor of 30 years, would say, breathe and do yoga and meditate. So take care of your mental health, take care of your physical health in those ways. Be present in your body, and especially if you can start now, even if you do it every day, or you do it once a week, or you do it once a month. Start now and take care of your mental health in that way, and it'll pay dividends in the future. And then this is a good quote I always say whenever I see an ocean. I say, if I see an ocean, I have to swim in that ocean. Obviously, safely and appropriately in the context of where you are. But I just feel like being in nature in that way and being in an ocean is a great way to connect to our world. All right, you guys, that's pretty much it. Wow, it's a lot. The end of your survey is here, so you can type this in and finish it out. Those of you that are online, thanks for staying around. I know that was a lot longer than I anticipated, actually. And then I always share this, so please reach out to me. You guys can call me, text me. I know it's kind of different to give out my Instagram, but I do have students who follow me and communicate to me on there. As long as it's appropriate, and as long as you guys are, just being respectful with your online content, I'll follow you back. My email address, I give out my email address. I have a student from 5 years ago who still emails me. She just connected with me to ask what kind of plants that I would like planted at my old high school where I taught. So that was really powerful. So you can email me anytime. You can use it at your leisure. And especially if you are in an emergency situation and you don't know who to call, please reach out to me, and I will help you in any way I can. And like I said, there it is. It's an in case of emergency kind of thing. I have had students call and email and attack in the past in bad situations, and I'll be there for you. But also no crank calls, please. I have to say that. All right. Thank you guys. Stay safe this summer, and God bless.